Hello, everybody. Welcome to Stupid Questions. Today we have Pooja with us. Pooja is currently practicing design at UX Group, ValueLabs. She has started her formal education in applied art at BVP College of Fine Arts, Pune. She further persuaded her master's into graphic design from NID Ahmedabad, after which she joined a design studio named Lemon, and she continued working with them for a couple of years. Her major interest lies in ideation, illustration, packaging, and visual design. When not working, she likes to do calligraphy, watercolor paintings, wall, graffiti, cycling, and exploring new places. So, we welcome you, Pooja. I request you to start with the presentation.
Thank you, Pranoti, for the introduction. So, hello everyone. So, who I am? So, I'm from here, Murud Zanjira, which is a coast area of Maharashtra, and which is famous for Zanjira Fort, which is which what is mean. So, Zanjira Fort is a Arabic word called Zajira, which means island, and I live there behind that. So, let's bake a cake. So, it's a seriously no. So it's a lockdown thing, right? Making a cake. So it's just a example. Don't take it seriously. So what cake needs? A strong yet spongy base, most important. So be a sponge and observe your surroundings. That's your content. So being an applied art student at Bharati Vidyapit College of Fine Arts, I've started observing people, observing surrounding. That's how we landed sketching up people around. So we used to go to Swargate, which is a bus stand at Pune. So you have to observe people emotion because at the end of the day you are gonna design for people, not for yourself. So observe emotions, observe how they are sitting and what they're using, how's their lifestyle, everything. So and in rapid sketching, so start with rapid sketching. It's a picture but you can start it from your home, like whoever is around you. So you can just capture their positions in like 3 5 seconds, like this. So what you can get from this, why should I sketch? Even I used to feel that when I can simply take a picture, why should I sketch? So sketching improves your eye and hand coordination, then it improves your mood, it develops your eye for detail, then improves overall health. You must be knowing the new friend of everyone called anxiety. You can keep it away from you. When you sketch, you are totally into it and observing the object or person you are sketching. So it's a way of meditation also. You don't have to sit separately and meditate. So that's how I take it. So going into third year, we had to choose a specialization, illustration. So this was my assignment, not a original National Geographic, but it's an assignment. So this one I have added in my portfolio. So connecting the dots, what is that? So connecting the dots is this style, the topic of the illustration. It was a Navratri festival celebrated in Vijayanagar era that time. So which this style where it came from. So it you can see as a kids we used to doodle and just scribble anything and everything. So this style I've done on bamboo paint tablet. So just scribbling and adding interesting color makes it beautiful, and composition matters. Going forward, what is the difference between drawing and illustration? So drawing is expressing your own emotions, expressing what you are feeling and what you want to show or just express. But illustration is supporting to the text what you are presenting. Like you can see it's a Navratri festival. So this picture is supporting the text and showing it how it must be. Likewise, so it's a ravaged. The this thing happened, flood in Uttarakhand in 2013 happened, and we had to illustrate it. So you can see many people were like just gone because of the floods and heavy rain. So people were hanging. They don't wanted to die, but they were gone. So many of people lost their families. So you have to portray that story through your illustration. So campaign design, one of my favorite topic. So here also you connect the dot, how to be creative. So to be creative, you just have to pick up words, like just the way you mind map. This is the campaign I've created for Eno. So what Eno does, we eat food, and it just spoils our mood because of it's too much. So I've connected the dots of mood and food, and done. Similar over here. So that time it was Tata Sky, which has pause and recording button. Netflix was not there that much. So people used to watch TV like leaving their work or anything they are doing. So you have to change the way you watch TV. So humor is the way people remember your picture or what you want to convey. So likewise, this is also one of my favorite campaign. In support of International LGBT plus Pride Day, Coca-Cola launched a limited edition can, a red Coke can with orange Fanta inside. So featuring the message, this is Coke. This Coke is a Fanta. So I'll quickly show the advertisement.
Será que essa coca é Fanta? Essa coca é Fanta. Essa coca é Fanta. Essa Coca-Cola é Fanta. É ódio que cresce cada vez mais. Quanto isso cansa. Foi chamada de Essa Coca é Fanta. E daí? Eles transformaram aquele jargão e colocaram Fanta dentro da Coca. Eu sou apaixonada. Cansada na Coca é Fanta! Fanta, e daí?
E daí?
Essa coca eu escuto, essa coca eu respeito, essa coca é Fanta.
So yeah. So coming back to our cake. So adding value. If you can add, then why not? So the second layer was graphic design at National Institute of Design. Then design can make the world think. So through graphic design you can't change the world, but you can make the world think or rethink. So yeah, it does. That's how you influence people for change. Then design can be art, design can be aesthetics. Design is so simple, that's why it's so complicated. It's a quote by Paul Rand. Then coming to NID projects. So relief printing is the most, which is I like the most. From like this is CMYK, the basic colors of printing. Then we had to go around the campus and select leaves and take one for as an inspiration. So my inspiration was spider plant. Then we have converted it into relief printing postcards. So no digital printing were allowed in this project. So you can see where hope grows, miracle blossom. So that text you can see is a letterpress printing. So we had to collect each and every letter like this and print it. And the visual you can see is a relief printed, carved on a foam sheet. Then done. Then you just have to gift it to whoever you want. So this was the display. So being at NID was a like big thing. Like you can display your work. It's a benefit because design process is incomplete without feedback. So you have to take a feedback from your community, and there are all like-minded people roaming around. So that's a big advantage. So you get your like feedback for your design. So these are some trial and errors papers which I converted into a gift wrapping paper. And then yeah, then another module was tangible prototyping. So in that we had to roam around in the campus and in the class, and we had to create some types. So whatever we can see and create something out of it. So yeah, this is energy drink. I've just kept it and throw a water on it. Then we had to choose one, our favorite one, and then had to create a poster out of it. So later I'm sorry. Sorry. So later on I've taken that practice forward and created some visuals which has some meaning, hidden meaning behind it. So it's a tea, it is a black tea, and day a Friday, then rush, sugar rush, then up, it's a grow up, then beautiful beast, and a rice paper. So it was self initiated, not for any module. Then there were many projects, but I'm keeping it short. So adding more value to the cake was the graduation project, which we had to submit in NID. So for that, I've joined Lemon Design, which gave me opportunity to work on huge scale of India International Jewelry Show Signature 2018. So it had 500 plus exhibitors and 1,000 plus booths all around. It's a huge exhibition hall in Mumbai. So we have involved some painters over here to avoid print waste and giving them opportunity to work. It's work in progress. Then the concept from where this concept came from. So I've taken Indian textile as a reference. Then Our aim was to create a graphic language which is traditional as well as contemporary, because it's an international show. It should represent India, plus it should be contemporary as well. So yeah, that was the concept. Then we were following the grid because the show was so huge. We had to follow grid so that it can be printed, and like we were creating like structures also, so it was doable there also. So what we did is, it's a patola sari, so we have taken inspiration from there, then putting patola into grid, then creating variations, so it worked. Then this peacock I've created, this was the main graphic. So how did it came from? So it has a lot of work into it. So first it started from here, which was not going so good. This was, so we threw it into a trash, then started with new approach. Then it started from here, so I have created it into Illustrator software manually, then refining the graphics. Then there were like more objects, shapes, sun, then another peacock. Then I just showed it was something like this. Can't show everything, but yeah, out prints out there. Then some other projects from Lemon Design and some freelance. So I have been into label design, and this is identity. So Noma Bar is one of the designers I like. So he creates things in foreground, background, and so the pink truck you can see it has a silhouette of a cake. So I like to play in that area also. So this is a illustration for a honey brand. Then this is for Pidilite. So they will be printing it on a color box. So all these things added uniqueness to our cake now. Then, but we can have something more, cupcakes. Who doesn't like extra cupcakes? So these are some extra work I do, like lettering, calligraphy, and I like to compose it in surroundings at my home. So eh, the play of sunlight and everything. So nature is the best in inspiration, as well as you can play with it, play around, and create some magic. So these are illustration for graffiti, which I have done for hostel, which is at Riverside. It's a hostel actually. So this was the site. It's a work in progress. Then why people? So it's a hostel. So youngsters will be coming there and having fun. It's a riverside hostel, so something like that. So people will be capturing photos. So I have just created those activities into illustration, and we have put it on different walls. So later on we can take it to the website and the stickers and whatnot. Then keep adding to your value to your work, which makes you unique. Then nature and forms. This is also self-initiated. I've just in monsoon, um we were having a lot of colorful plants and flowers around. So I was creating this. Just it was my practice for my composition, color combinations, and everything. You can see more forms. So do what you can with what you have where you are. So cake is ready, but what is missing? A cherry on a cake. That's right. So a cherry on a cake is missing. So in coming days, I'll be looking for that cherry. And till then, so when your cake is ready, share it with people and bring smile on their faces. Trust me, that is the best award. Thank you. So shoot now. So is anyone having any question or want to know more about something? Okay.
Okay, so anyone will start with the question answer session. Anyone who has any questions regarding, or you want to ask anything from Pooja, you can ask. She is here. Make most of the use.
Hi, my name is Tanika. I had a question. Um, how do you how do you initiate your self-initiated project? Like, what's the thought process behind it?
Okay, so for initiating project, there is no thought process behind it. You just have to start whatever is there in your hand. And like if you have ink and brush, just take it and just start. So you have to look into yourself and see what are your thoughts, like what are you're thinking, and it's coming on the paper. So if I'm finding a flower or anything, I just take it and start. Like that's how I create things. I don't think before creating it. So for thinking, I am doing commercial projects. So
Okay. So thank you so much, and I really loved all of your work.
thank you.
It was
Thank
amazing.